ਤੁਸੀਂ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੇ ਸ਼ਰਾਬਾਂ ਕਲੱਬਾਂ ਪੱਬਾਂ ਜੱਪੀਆਂ ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਦੁਰ ਫਿੱਟੇ ਹੋਏ ਦੀਆਂ ਮਾਵਾਂ ਦੇ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਾਡੀਆਂ ਧੀਆਂ ਅੰਦਰ ਸੁੱਤੀਆਂ ਕਿ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੁੱਤੀਆਂ ਚੰਗੇ ਮੁੰਡੇ ਲੱਭ ਕੇ ਚੰਗੀਆਂ ਫੈਮਲੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਬੇੜੇ ਗਰਕ ਕਰਨ ਡਈਆਂ ਆ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸੋਸਾਇਟੀ ਚੋਂ ਬਾਹਰ ਕੱਢ ਦੇਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਡੈਵਲ ਮਾਮਾ ਮੌਨਿਕ ਮਾਮਾ ਤੇ ਚੰਗੇ ਘਰਾਂ ਦੇ ਮੁੰਡੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਚੱਕ ਕੇ ਨਾ ਬਾਹਰ ਮਾਰਦੇ ਨਾਲੇ ਥੂ ਕਰਦੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਮੂੰਹ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਆ ਚੱਕੋ ਆਪਣੀ ਕੁੜੀ ਗੰਦ ਇੱਥੇ ਦੀਆਂ ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਮਾਵਾਂ ਨੇ ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਪੰਮਾਂ ਨੇ ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਭੈਣਾਂ ਗੰਦ ਪਾ ਕੇ ਰੱਖ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਆ ਇੱਥੇ ਮਾਮਾ ਕਹਿੰਦੀ ਕੋਈ ਨਹੀਂ ਜੇ 3-4 ਮੁੰਡਿਆਂ ਨਾਲ ਫਿਰ ਲਿਆ ਆ ਕਹਿੰਦੀਆਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਤਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਕੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਪ੍ਰੋਸਟੀਟਿਊਟ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ 4-4 ਮੁੰਡਿਆਂ ਨਾਲ ਫਿਰਦੀਆਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਆ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ
So that's life with Munna. She recently made a really interesting video called Married Talks Part 1, The Hidden Traps, where she brings awareness to certain issues in Punjabi families. The video blew up, it got over 11,000 views, and I saw some other people talking about it, and I was like, yo, let me give my own opinion. I know I'm late as fuck, alright, my bad. The main point of the video is like, certain women and families, or like these demonic, evil families, take advantage of like these good, wealthy men, whether it's like, you know, by marrying and divorcing them for financial gain or having kids to secure the child support. And she's basically saying like she's making a public service announcement to warn people about these kinds of situations. Now, I personally haven't really seen much of this myself, but I'm sure it does happen here and there. I just don't know that many married people personally to really see it, I guess. And to be fair to her, you know, she does say in the video that most families are good. And this is really just like 1% of people out there. So I personally didn't really see anything super wild in what she was saying, especially since it is based on her personal experiences. You can't really tell someone like, nah, you can't say that when that's literally what they've lived through, right? And it's not like she was trying to paint all women, families, or like moms as evil. Like, that's not her message. She also goes on to say a lot of women nowadays are basically hoes. You know, like, ਕੁੜੀਆਂ 4-5 ਮੁੰਡਿਆਂ ਨਾਲ ਸੈਰ ਕਰਦੀਆਂ ਫਿਰਦੀਆਂ, you know, they're going clubbing, they're drinking the shrab, you know, going to the pubs, you know, doing these kind of gande kaam, right? And she even straight up says like people call these girls prostitutes. Now honestly, like, she ain't even wrong. Like, a lot of people do be hoes, you know, a lot of women be hoes, a lot of men be hoes, right? And like, that's just like the fact of the matter, right? A lot of people are out, you know, dating multiple people or like, you know, having multiple partners in their lifetime right now. It's not like, you know, you find one person and you're done, right? You know, you have multiple boyfriends, you know, not all at the same time for the most part, right? But, you know, you go out, you know, go to out to clubs and shit, like, that's a norm, you know, you sleeping around, that's a norm for today's society. But where it gets messy is like when she starts attacking like the families, like the moms and the sisters, saying they're wrong for being okay with it. Like, they should be ashamed or even kicked out of society. And like, that's a little overboard. Plus, the way she kind of frames it is just kind of corny. Like, her whole point seemed to be based on what other people are saying. Oh, you know what other people call these women? They call them prostitutes. That's what's bad. I swear, like, if nobody else called them that, like, it wouldn't even be an issue. Like, it's that classic look you can't get, bro. Every fucking time, bro. And honestly, yo, if someone wants to, you know, live their life and, you know, go be a hoe, like, go ahead, man. Like, you know, don't let anyone stop you. And a lot of people had an issue with this part of her video because I think she only focused on women. But guys be doing the exact same stuff, right? They be going to clubs, you know, going to the pubs, drinking the shrab, you know, messing around, sleeping around with a bunch of women. But yet she's only calling out the women for it. And this is kind of where my question comes in. It's like, if you're calling something out, like, do you have to also like call the other side out as well, right? Like, if you're saying, you know, women be doing this like hoe activities and then not say anything about men who also do it, is it misogynistic? Like, do you need to like balance it out by also, you know, saying, oh, well, men also do it, you know? Because if she's making a video specifically talking about women, right? Is it misogynistic? Like, if she made a video talking about men doing this shit, would anyone even really give a fuck? But that's the double standards, right? It's just like women get scrutinized more for being hoes than men do. And if you attack men, it's not scrutinized as much if you attack women. Not necessarily attacking, but like calling out or whatever, you get what I mean. Because the thing is, that's not even the main point, right? Like, the main point ain't even about women being hoes and shit. It's more about the baby trapping and stuff. These are just some nice bonus facts that she gave us. Now, the biggest thing that I had an issue with is that this idea that like once a woman gets married, she shouldn't really care about her own family anymore. like her parents, siblings, all of that. Instead, she should only care about her in-laws, and that's like their new family now. And the reason is because her family's gonna butt in and not let her settle and basically break apart the marriage. Like, I'm sure that's probably been a case here and there, like, but for the most part, like, what do you mean, bro? That's such a brain dead take. Like, that's still your mom, your dad, your siblings. You don't just erase them because you got married. She even said her brothers told her straight up, like, yo, we're dead to you now. If you got problems, go to your in-laws. And I'm like, what? That's insane. Like, if my daughter got married, there's no way I'd ever be like, all right, bye, you're not my kid anymore. Like, that's my daughter, bruh. Thinking otherwise is just like some old-fashioned toxic nonsense. And it's harmful too, because it's not like every guy is some perfect husband. Some men are abusive. And if the woman's cut off from her own family, where's she supposed to turn? That's literally setting her up to be stuck in a bad situation. Then she also says some women who have been divorced shouldn't be considered for marriage again because they'll never fit into a new household. And again, I think that's dumb, because if someone gets divorced because they were in a messed up abusive relationship, like, how is that their fault? Sure, like, some women might be the fault of the divorce or whatever, but you can't make blanket statements like that. Like, that's very harmful. And I'm not gonna break down every single little thing that she said, like, it's a pretty long video, but those are the main points I wanted to talk about. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you guys agree with her takes, with mine, or do you potentially have some other totally different angle? Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe for more content, and peace.